Inner Connors.
Hello, guys. It's your girl, Ene Oche, and I welcome you to another beautiful edition of what now? Inner Corners. Oh, yes, you heard me right. Now, I tagged this one the work edition series because I intend on sharing my work experiences across different places over time. And I promise you that it's going to be worth every piece of your time. Now, I'll start with this very beautiful, compelling story about this man. He used to be my boss many years ago when I worked with him in a motel. Yes, he owned the motel. So the man was a very strict man. He still is. I honestly don't know what to say about the people still working with him, but that man was so strict to the point that his presence would scare you to the core. You would find yourself stuttering before him, not because you're daft or you don't know what you want to talk about, but his 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 aura, oh terrible gone. But that's by the way, this story I want to share is about that one time. I was, I think, 2 days, 3 days into the job. I can't remember particularly, but I went to buy electricity. Now this place, the motel, has a lot of rooms, like a whole lot of rooms. So I went to buy electricity. While I was coming back, I found a guy who sold mop sticks. So I called him to follow me back to the motel because I overheard them talking about getting mop sticks. So when I went back, I told my boss, okay, I came back with a guy who, you know. And then we came outside. Now, one of the rules is that you always sit outside to ensure no customer comes in, waits, and then it's not been attended to because nobody saw him enter. The place is actually quite big. So I went to my position. So the man came outside immediately after me, but then he noticed there were cans, Smirnoff and all of those things behind me. But I didn't know. I didn't know. So he drew my attention to it. But before I would turn, the man tried to hit me. I dodged, so my wig fell off. I had dreadlocks at the time. He did this in front of the mobster guy, and in his defense, he was drawing my attention to something and I was being sluggish about it. I am posing for the mobster guy. When me, I was doing shakara for the mobster guy. It was quite humiliating. In the end, he didn't even buy the mop stick. A few minutes later, he goes into the restroom and then he calls my attention to the fact that there's water on the floor. Mind you, it was still morning because cleaners had just finished cleaning. In fact, those cans were left by one of the cleaners. She forgot to pick them. You know how they use it for all those their cars and all of those things. So she forgot to pick them. Only for me to go into the restroom and realize it wasn't water. This man literally peed on the floor. Yes, this was the expression when I realized it wasn't water. Anyways, I mopped it. I looked in the mirror and I cried. I cried so much. I said, Ene, now top 10K, this kind of thing happened. That 10K I never received in my over 6 months of working there. I never received. I said, Ene, because you're posting them when I meet people, they made a disrespect. Because what in God's name am I doing in the hotel? Honestly, it was really bad. I felt so bad. And he was not apologetic about it. It was normal to him. I don't know what the whole concept of that whole thing was. I honestly don't know, Sophia. I don't know, but that was brutal. Now, this is not the end of the story, and I know you would want to hear more about what happened to me while I worked there. So, in order for you to follow up, check next post for the continuation. Until then, I remain your humble host, Enioche.